Hey guys, welcome back to Sip, Savor, and Celebrate, and another Whiskey Wednesday. We have whiskey. This is the Brimstone and the number one by Balcones. This is another Raphael suggestion, the Brimstone. I am excited to try it out, but please tell us about this
So
company.
this is actually a rather young company. This company was started in 2009
Okay?
in Texas, but believe it or not, they get all their stuff from from New Mexico. They bring out the blue corn from New Mexico, and they don't use just one type of making their whiskeys.
Okay.
Each process is tailored to the blend they're making, which is unique. And when we talk about woods and aromas and equipment, do you know where their equipment comes from?
Okay. No.
Scotland.
Interesting.
So they have tasked the best forgers to build them their copper pots and stills. And so they went to Scotland for that,
That's
which is
interesting.
really cool. And when we continue on talking about the fine grains of oak that they use and the barrels, they use a different technique than many because it's called a breathing technique. And what that is the barrels are a little bit lighter when they're cast so that, they can actually
So
breathe. So you're going to get a much faster age on your whiskey. You're going to get more flavors. And
So that tends to happen a lot, actually, believe it or not. And I've heard a lot of other companies talking about their barrels as it breathes, but it's more that as it expands and contracts with the weather. So, like,
correct.
that's where Kentucky and Tennessee and all of that really gets a benefit from it. Instead of just like us, where we just go from hot to freezing,
Right.
or Mexico, where it's just nothing but hot. You got the Texas, and Texas is a lot closer to Mexico, so they do have a lot of the heat. But maybe it's just the way that that barrel is made. You're saying that it just has more air coming through. Does that mean that?
Well, more air, it expands, it contracts a little bit easier.
Would that be losing some of the alcohol? Like we leave it in our glass so to let some of the alcohol come off. Holy cow! Look at how thick that is on the glass. It's just now
Right.
starting to
Um,
break.
and it could, but, you know, so their whole process is non-artificial and no fake colors or flavors. And they use
Can
a
you smell it?
non-chill filter when they filtered their whiskeys before getting them ready to
Okay.
bottle, um, which preserves the rich oils and esters straight out of the cask.
Okay.
And then in 2011, they purchased Texas fireproof storage and built a new massive structure for distilling and everything else.
That's pretty
So
cool.
they're definitely an up and coming distiller.
I definitely get on the nose. I do get the mash, and then I get followed by some fruit. Kind of like, I don't want to say peach, but something like a peach or a nectarine or something. Ooh, I like. I'm not trying to stick my nose in there, but I'm trying to stick my nose in there.
I mean, I get a molasses or a syrup in there. I
Oh,
don't get a
really?
fruit, and that molasses could be that toffee.
Okay.
And I'm definitely not getting, you know,
You don't get the corn? You don't get that corn? I
the.
get a little bit of corn
Hold
in
up.
there.
There it is. There's the apples.
I like. There's a lot of different. There's so many things coming out of this glass.
I love that apple, though.
No, I agree. So it's kind of very fresh, like an apple would be, like a green apple, maybe. Okay. That first sip has some pepper to it.
I wasn't thinking pepper. I was thinking more of like the clove and the cinnamon. So
I
the
get that.
spice right up front.
I get the clove and the cinnamon afterwards, but I get pepper first, but as it dissipates and kind of melds into the taste buds. There's something else. Oh, honey. I get honey in there. And then I do get barley, like a wheat in there. Kind of mellows it out. It's very complex. It is not a one-trick pony.
Absolutely.
It is way complex. You can sit here and pull different flavors from it for a while.
Okay.
I think so.
So,
All right, well,
definitely,
tell us what you think.
definitely getting, I think it's that cinnamon and that clove forefront for me, that spice, malt, and then you get that nice chocolate that comes out of it. That chocolate is absolutely amazing. That then transitions down to, I'm going to say, like, definitely a toffee.
I get like a toffee. I do get that. I don't get chocolate, but I do get toffee, baking spices, like clove and cinnamon.
I lose the...
It sits there for a while.
Right, I lose the
corn mash?
The pear and the apple, sorry.
Oh, that's on the nose.
That I got on the nose. Get away, Mr. Bumblebee.
I'm like, dude, we're just started. We haven't even really got
I know,
going.
but he was all like right there kind of chilling, and I'm like, dude, just move along. No one's good for you. This one would be an easy one to pair full flavor cigar with.
Okay.
I would probably not, though, because it's so complex. I would go with a medium body, so then they can talk back and forth and really pull those things out.
Would you or would you not put ice in there? Or like a ball, or...
I wouldn't, because that is going to mute it, but you can hand me some water, and we can throw a couple drops in there and see if that changes it.
That's not a couple drops.
It is too. See, now that brings out more of the mash to me.
Kind of finished it off a little bit. I just wanted to give a little swirl around, get that John Watley effect.
Ooh. Okay. To me, it elevates that chocolate that I was getting and kind of brings out like a cobbler flair.
See, at this moment, I'm preferring without any. I really do. Very good, though. Very, very good. And the price was really right.
Oh, absolutely. If you can find it, definitely pick it up. Because
we ended up getting this at a really big discount. I think we paid
$35 and $25.
Yeah, something really inexpensive for these ones, just because they were on sale.
Yes. Alright, so now we're going to move over to the Brimstone.
This is Raphael's favorite.
Okay. Which this one does have that blue Mexican corn in it. They actually baked this one out in the sun, and then
I think it read something like it was proprietary.
Correct.
They call something scrub. What did they call it? It's the
Um,
first sentence right there.
Sun-baked scrub oak using our secret process. So, you know, they bake it in the sun with the oak, and then they
This thing is dark.
add everything to it. Oh, I could smell the smoke off that.
Yeah, they're talking
Texas
some smoke.
campfire.
Oh yeah, You can smell the smoke.
I don't even have to pull that up to my nose.
I do like that. It's not overpowering smoke. So let's put this in a category under a mezcal. So when you get a mezcal, you know you're going to have a mezcal because it's got massive smoke to it. This is nice and subtle. Oh man. Okay. I
get like a burnt coffee.
I don't. Nope. No burnt coffee. I want to say I get that beautiful mash. So I know it's not popcorn, but it's kind of like there's a little bit of sweet popcorn in there. Sweet corn or
I think you're getting the blue New Mexican corn.
So the masa, yeah, kind of smell to it. I don't know. I kind of dig it. Very pleasant, smooth on the nose. It's not overpowering alcohol like some of the other whiskeys. I don't know. Let's go in. Now this time I get the smoke on the palate. I get
I get it both ways.
I get a little more.
The nose is way strong, especially like when the glass is just sitting there. You get that, like, it was blowing at me, and I'm like, wow, that's got some smoke on it. But going to the palate,
I get smoke and mint, cinnamon. Very cinnamon forward to me. And it's good. I'm not mad at that. No, I'm not mad at that.
I get a lot of that oak, which you should.
Yeah. I do love this one, but out of this pair, I think I like this one better.
Yeah, the single malt is...
The single malt to me was a little bit tastier. This is good.
Because I'm not getting the fruits, I'm not getting, like, the powdered sugars, I'm not getting...
Oh, there it is.
You know...
No, wait a minute. Let it sit for a minute. Don't take another...
I am not getting any of, like, the notes that it says that, you know, they boast about.
After letting it sit, I am. So, like, instead of going after drink on it, just letting it develop on my palate. And there's more coming out. I am getting started. I am getting some of that powdered sugar with that. So what I described a second ago with the mint and the cinnamon, that's what I first got. As it's sitting there, it's getting like powdered sugar or even like a... What I want to say, not like dark chocolate fudge, but like a fudge almost. What am I getting here?
See, now, I think this one, like, is more of a one-trick pony. You're getting the smoke, you're getting a couple things, but then to me, it just kind of washes away and it's done. There is no opening, there is no blossoming to me.
It takes a few seconds. Just sitting there chilling for a second, and then it does. I'm just trying to get a couple drops. Maybe this might be a better one to have on ice.
See, now that just enhances the smoke to me. That campfire.
Yeah. I enjoy the campfire smell.
Hold up. There's the fruit.
I was getting it, but it just took a minute for it to come out.
There's the you know, the fruit, which is beautiful, nice and kind of bright.
This one needs to be on the rocks.
I don't disagree.
That's all you got to do.
All right,
Well,
there you guys go.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I know we're only on hump day, but, you know, hey.
Hey, Raphael, thanks for that recommendation on the Brimstone. Yep. I would give it a pass, as we said, a recommendation on the rocks only. If you want it neat, then I would pass on that one.
I would say definitely rocks on this one and neat on this one.
The Texas single malt, absolutely.
Out of the two, still my favorite is the single malt. I think that's one my little bit, just edging it out. This is good. And I can see myself just chilling around, having a nice cigar, you know, maybe hot tub time, you know. But ultimately, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bells. Tell your friends about us. Make a comment down in there. Is there something you want us to try out and talk about? But ultimately, we really, 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 really want you to always
sip, savor, and celebrate.
Salud.